I'm Diane Wallace. Welcome to Adorama TV. Today I get to tell you about a brand new camera from Olympus. This is really exciting. It's their brand new top-of-the-line camera. It's the OMD E-M1, and it really was designed for serious enthusiasts and pros. So you definitely want to pay attention to this one. Let's start with the grip. Now it's got a great grip on it. It's really substantial. You can get a good hand on it, and it's nice and balanced. It's actually a little bit heavier than the E-M5 was. It's got a magnesium-alloy body, it's dust and splash proof, and a new feature, it's freeze proof. So if you're out in rugged terrain, this is your camera. The E-M1 has a brand new sensor in it. It's a 16 megapixel sensor. It's got an ISO range of 200 to 25,600, so you've got lots of range in there to play with in any kind of lighting situation. It has also an articulated screen. We love these, the LCD screens. It's tiltable, so you can shoot from up high or down low. It makes it very convenient to do that. And it's a touch screen, which I personally love. I love to play with it. You can not only focus from the touch screen, but you can set the shutter to go off as well. The E-M1 has a brand new autofocus system. It uses both contrast and phase detection technology, and it's blazing fast. I had this camera out and it was super sharp and quick. I was very impressed with that. The E-M1 even has 5-axis image stabilization for video. In fact, if you take off the lens like we did and move the camera around, you can actually see the sensor moving. It's very cool. And what it means is that you don't need a tripod while you're filming. It's an excellent feature to have and well worth it for this camera. It does 1080p video. It even has a time-lapse feature, which is also cool. And it has an HDMI and mic port. This new Olympus is really quick. It does 10 frames per second. Although I can tell you when I had it out, I actually did get more than that, by a lot. So I was very impressed with how it shoots. And it does do both RAW and JPEG. Not only that, but it also does in-camera editing for both RAW and JPEG. That's a great feature. It's a little unusual, and I loved having it. There's great color control in this camera. You actually have one-touch white balance. Now, I love this because if you've seen my videos, you know this is something I talk about, that white balance is something we struggle with as photographers, and it's always been a much more complicated process. The new Olympus actually has literally one touch. You point the camera at something white, and you push this button. It's right next to the lens. It's the top of the 2 buttons. And that's it. You're set and you're done. Now, if you want to be creatively correct, you have lots of control in the menu options as well, so you can go warmer, cooler. You really can do so many different things in this camera. There's quick access to HDR modes. There's actually 7 modes. You have a lot of control, again, with this camera. The HDR settings are based on the number of exposures you want and the intensity. And you really can make a lot of different kinds of images with HDR. It's great to have this kind of control. I haven't seen something this detailed before. Another feature that we're coming to expect from new cameras, and Olympus doesn't disappoint, is art filter modes. There's 12 of them on this camera, and they're really fun. I had a lot of fun playing with them. We've done some pictures for you to see what they look like. There's watercolor, there's black and white, high contrast, there's sepia, and lots of fun things. A diorama that's really fun. It looks like toy camera style. Great images. And there's also something else which I love. There are templates in the camera, so you can choose to shoot 2 or 3 or 5 or 6 pictures, and it will lay them out for you in a collage. So when you get the pictures, not only do you have the individual shots, but you have one that's already templated and formatted for you. They're really fun to play with, and they're perfect for sharing on social media. This is a great camera to combine with any of Olympus's new prime lenses. They have a growing collection to choose from. I shot with a 45mm, and I had so much fun with this camera. Overall, it's a terrific camera to shoot with. It's highly responsive, it's very fast. The art brackets and the art filters was so much fun to play with. So a great experience all the way around. I really enjoyed this. If you get a chance to get it, please take it out, take it for a spin yourself. You'll be very impressed. Thanks so much for joining me today. Check out the Learning Center for an article with lots more information on the Olympus E-M1. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for lots more videos on photography instruction.